Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to use this distressed oxides. These are super cool to use and so much fun. So this is kind of how you can use them using the splatter technique. I'll show you how to do that. And so I use this brush. It almost looks like a makeup brush, but you can use different things like sponges too. So I cut out this pattern using the Big Shot, and I'm just using this temporary glue just to stick it on. So I'm going to use this as a stencil. So I'm just going to put that on there and hold it tight. So I like using paper like this, so then you can use the stencil part of it, and then whatever off print you have afterwards, then just having the after part. So you're just going to brush it on a little bit onto your brush and just using circular motions, working your way all around. So with this, you have to work off of the paper where you want to start it and then move your way inwards, because if you just start in the middle, the color is going to be really concentrated and it won't blend really well. So you just have to make sure you blend it really well, not start like in the middle of your page, start in the edge and just work your way into it. And so this one you can also switch colors with it. So I'm just using the exact same brush, it's just you have to make sure that all the pigment is not washed up, but like used up before going to your next color, especially if the color is lighter, but usually start with your lightest color and then go darker. So you can use as many different colors as you would like. For mine, I'm just going to use 4 because that's all the ones I have. It can also look cool if you do an ombre, so going from light blue, medium blue to dark blue, and then just mixing them, just blending them out nicely. Or like you're doing, or with mine, just a bunch of different colors, kind of matching them and blending them a little bit, but still so you can see all the different colors. Or you can just do one solid color, maybe darker on one side, lighter on another one. It's really up to you what you want to do, but they all look really pretty, and with these oxides it's so easy to mix and match and do whatever you want. So, and I'm just going in afterwards and making some spot darker, so it's not all actually blending into one color and you can still see the different colors. And then when you're done, just pulling off your stencil. So here's what I mean. You have your background and then you can actually use your stencil you used. So this is just, you can kind of see the colors. So here's what I mean by starting off the page and then working your way into it. So then you don't get like a big blob of color in one spot. And you can use whatever pattern you want, I guess. That's when I'm making like a little S shapes all over the place, trying to make it look all nice and blended. And yeah, just working in circular motions I found was the best way of like putting color on there and blending it and just having it look nice, I guess. So yeah, just whatever works for you. And just applying even pressure is a big thing too, is to make sure your colors look all the same. But if you want to go for the darker color to lighter color, putting more pressure where you want to make it darker and less pressure where you want it lighter. So anyway, I'm just going to put in all my colors and just blend them, and then I'll show you how to do some techniques with them. I'm going to show you how to make that splatter droplet forms I showed you at the beginning. So you're just going to take a little spritz bottle and just spray it onto your page. And you can see kind of how it lifts up the color where the water is. And then I'm just taking bigger drops and putting them all over the place. So they kind of like sink into the page and almost lifts the color. I have no clue how that works, but it's super cool. And I also used a paper towel for a different technique, and you spray the water onto the paper towel and kind of dab it all over the place. Then your paper picks up that pattern of your paper towel. It's really cool, and you can do so many things with it. So for this one, I'm going for more of a tie-dye look, so I'm going to put more pigment onto my page. And so right here, I did not go off the page and work my way into it. I just put it right on the page, and you can see how much darker it is than it is if you start off the page and work your way inwards. So I suggest just starting off the page and then slowly working your way in so that doesn't happen. But for mine, I'm kind of going for this tie-dye look that's more pigmented, so that's fine. And so I'm just going to keep working on this, blending in all my colors, and then I'll show you how I'm going to make it look more tie-dye-y. Take your brush that has no pigment on it and or any oxide ink on it, and you can just rub it in to make everything blend. So this piece of paper, or this piece of plastic actually, came with the oxides. It was just covered in it, so I just decided to reuse that, and I just put the spritz of water on it and just kind of blotched it all over the place. And there was a little excess water, so I just tried to pick that up with a paper towel without putting the imprint on it. But using this piece of plastic makes it look like tie-dye, I think. So I think that's really cool. So this oxides, you can do a lot of things with it. Play around with it, with the colors and using water to lift up the color. I think it's so cool, and I'm definitely going to use these pieces of papers in my scrapbook. So thank you guys so much for watching.